Hey everyone, name's Adrian. This is my boy Xavier. And then we got my other boy here, Lewis.
Get the fuck off me.
No, get in. We have
You're choking.
Alright, so this is episode 2.
Yeah.
Lewis's murder.
Welcome back to the Unpopular Podcast.
Alright, so fuck that. I want to talk about Lego Star Wars.
Oh, the remastering?
Yes.
That's just gonna be
and
nice.
the addition
Is
of
it
the
out yet?
last 3 movies. No, it's going to come out, I believe, this spring or this summer.
Well, either way, I don't have an Xbox, but when I do get my Xbox.
Wait, this summer? You mean next?
Nah, that's a party game right there, bro. We gotta.
No, it's not. It's only 2 players.
So.
Is it?
We can have.
I know the original ones were like the classic ones.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping the remaster would change that.
You think they're gonna
Maybe.
update the gameplay?
Hell yeah.
Like,
You know what?
They add like new moves
You
and
think
shit.
they'll do the split
No,
screen,
it's not
split?
2-player. It's 2-player like on same console, but you could play with people online.
Nah, don't fuck with me.
Either way, why would you want to? I want to play that shit
With your friends.
by myself.
Like 4 people.
No,
I
I
don't
want to play
think.
with
I don't think
myself.
it would skip the cutscenes.
When you played a video game like that young, because that's a nostalgia game right there. When you played a video game that young, and you play through it now, you definitely don't want to play with friends. You want to play by yourself.
Well, that's,
I only ever played it with Victor. Like I don't know what the fuck.
I never played it.
If you want to do
No,
first
I'm just
impressions,
telling
you think it's gonna
that's
come out on the
different.
Switch?
Yeah, I get that.
you think it's gonna come out on the Switch?
Most likely.
Most likely.
Would you get it on?
If
You
it-
have a Switch, right?
Yeah, but I would not get it on the Switch.
Yo, the Switch runs like garbage.
I'm gonna get it on my PC.
It runs alright.
because I want to
No,
run it
when
at
he
4K.
came to my house, we tried to play WWE on it, and
The frame rate,
my
it's
God.
on 780. It's not on 1080. So
720.
and yeah,
720.
and it's on like
it's on
30
7
frames. I think.
Garbo.
But
You
yeah,
gotta give the machine props. It's essentially another handheld, guys. You gotta remember. They marketed it as a console, but that
well,
was
I
just
mean, can
too-
you imagine though if Microsoft and PlayStation releases new handhelds? Well, Microsoft never had one, but could you
I
imagine?
was hoping PlayStation would, but I think they've, I could be wrong, but I think they've announced a while ago, like, they're not gonna bother in the market anytime soon. Like,
handheld market?
Yeah, like, after the Vita, like, that thing was ahead of its time. Like, the PSP in general, like, the PSP. we were talking about the Lego Star Wars, and then we derailed to, like...
nostalgia.
Yeah, you were talking about that because I feel like
He's
it's
trying to
more
get
of
away
a-
with playing it by himself. And
Yeah,
shit.
but I feel like that's...
I'm not trying to.
That's because I feel like it's an impression thing, and I can understand with that. But in my eyes, because whenever you want to play something, it's a different experience when you do it alone.
Wait, no, but why'd you
It
say
definitely is.
Why'd you say oppression?
Impression.
Oh, I thought you said oppression.
I'm
like,
sorry.
You sound like a feminist.
No, I thought
Do
I'm
I look like a feminist to you?
How do we
Yeah,
get
a little
from
bit.
Lego?
You have the feminist. You have
Lego
the,
video games to
he has the
oppression.
Karen haircut.
Yo,
No, wait, no, it's not floofy enough.
I just need to get blonde.
It's no, it has to be poofier.
Can
like
I
they have-
see your manager?
And like,
I go blonde, put it in a
Victor
pregnant man
told me
bun.
there was a woman that was like yelling at a group of kids that like I think with him involved, and he was saying like how she was yelling, she was moving her fucking head like a
Ew.
chicken and shit.
It's
like,
that's what they
you
do.
have not like like I'm like what like
Have you seen that Walmart
Yo, get the fuck outta
video?
here.
That bitch that goes, she goes, "You accuser,
Accuser of the fucking brethren. Accuser of the fucking brethren, yo. I've never heard. Well, I think that's in the Bible, to be honest with you. She fucking spit out a whole Bible verse to this motherfucker just because he wanted to fucking. Nigga didn't even say shit. Like, she dead ass came up to him and she was like, "Are you a fucking Satanist?" Like, okay, like that's how you come up to a person. You're the devil, bitch. Like, all right, bro, get the fuck off.
Okay, so see, asking a question like that is no different than me going back to her and saying, "Are you fucking stupid?" Like, it's insulting, right?
Basically,
So why would you assume? Why would you think I want to be a fuck? Like, what's wrong with you?
do you believe in God? No. Well, then you're stupid.
Of course not.
Let me show you how stupid you are. That's how they be sometimes.
Yeah, but it's like to each their
That's
own. You
just
want to
like
go believe in a fairy tale? Go ahead. Like,
There's a bunch of
like,
clips like that on YouTube.
I mean, you can't call it a fairy tale. I mean, if
I'm
you
saying
believe
that
in-
that's the point.
Yeah.
That's my point. That's the joke. Like people are getting angry at things.
Can't joke.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right,
We were talking about Lego
Nostalgia.
Star Wars and the nostalgia.
nostalgia. But the reason I brought up nostalgia is because I was talking about Jack.
Jack the Ripper.
Jack and Daxter.
Jack and Daxter, the franchise. Yeah.
When I had the fucking PS2, I'd play that shit every day as a kid. Every day. But then I got it back when I was older, and like my brother was watching it with me, and I'm like, nah, it's not the same. Like I gotta play it for myself to experience it full on, like I did when I was a kid. Like Jak 2, I think was like the first game I beat on the PS2.
They fucking ruined that franchise with that fucking racing game.
They really no they didn't. It was good.
Clash.
It was alright.
I mean, I guess that's what ruined it though, because they were looking for numbers and sales, and because of that game not performing well, they stopped. And it's because after the hype with 3, like that's what I'm saying. It's like
3 was good though. You didn't like 3?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like they did a good job with 3, and then guess what they saw in that? They saw, okay, that as long as you keep getting this, we'll continue it. But because they fucked it up with the racing thing,
I think they did.
Like
I guess
because it was a new gimmick they're trying. It's a franchise thing.
They also came out with a game in what's it called on the PSP, but that shit was ass. That was really bad.
I wouldn't know if it was ass. I heard the general public just straight up complain about these games. I guess it's mainly because you take a specific character icon and then just put them in a go-kart, like Mario.
Yeah.
But unlike Mario was always like an associate.
I hate racing games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the arcade ones. Arcade ones.
You're gonna ignore that whole how he interrupted you.
No, I just
You're talking about one thing and he's like,
I wanted to.
I hate racing games. Okay.
It wasn't meant to be that way. It's just like I was just like saying in general, like I don't know. I just my dad always used to try and get me into them. Like he always played Need for Speed and like. My brothers always played fucking like Burnout Paradise and
Paradise was fun.
I guess, but
there was a bunch of like everyone just played them and like people. My uncle like collected cars and it was just weird and like I didn't give a fuck. Like you know, like they tried to get it into me on a PS2 game where you would play as the Looney Tune characters and you would go on a
listen, yo,
and it was fun at first, but it's like. There's no replayability to it. Like I don't like. It's like a party game. It's not like something I would play on my own. Like,
I never understood Mario Kart for that. Like the only racing game that I think that got me like that. Well, 2, Crash and what's it called, Diddy Kong.
Like it's loose as fuck. Like you have to like gut it in enough, and I don't know where the key went. I have them, but I don't know where it went. I'm sorry. I don't have food. He wants some.
Yo, I remember when we were kids, bro. I was in 6th grade and Victor invited me to his house for the first time, yo. And this guy is just sitting there not doing anything, being emo as fuck, yo.
Him?
Yeah, emo as shit, yo. I remember him.
I'm tired.
He was an angsty teen. He was one of those angsty teens. And they had, I shit you not, 7 cats, bro. They had 7 cats. Yo, you say no, but you have 7 cats in your fucking
Well, in
house.
total, no. Never 7 in total, but all like since I've been having pets, it's probably like 6, 7.
Okay.
But you're saying that as in like there's
in that
7
moment,
in
alright,
the
let's say
house. Like
it was
at max I've had 4 now. At once.
Back then, how much did you have? In the old
3.
house. You had 3?
It was always 3 because one would die and then someone would respond back in. Like him, this came from Steve. He came from Victor's girlfriend or whoever, and like then each of them replaced another cat prior that died.
I remember that because you had that Dempsey. No, not Dempsey. Loki.
There was Loki, the little gray one.
Loki got wrecked.
That's what I get for putting your plates up here.
Just gonna put him down.
I knew he was hungry. Come on. Come. Down here. Come on, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm not gonna discredit any other superhero movie
never,
prior. Like,
well,
Spawn,
I mean, you can.
I mean, you can in their ways, but
Daredevil,
they were still
like,
I
guess, yeah.
Like they were still enjoyable. I guess, like even Judge Dredd. Maybe not the first one with Stallone.
Nah,
but the second
the new one, yeah,
with Carl Urban.
Have you seen that one?
No.
Yo, that movie's so.
If you like
Judge
movies,
the one where they come out of the ice blocks.
No, Judge Dredd is like they live in like a futuristic like 2077
and
yeah, he has a big ass.
Doesn't that guy like? Doesn't he like lock someone up and they get frozen up like cryogenically for?
I think that's
that's probably the first one.
That's not Total
Recall.
Recall.
No, Total Recall is about.
That's probably that one Sylvester Stallone movie where he's Sylvester Stallone.
Probably the first one. No, but the new one was tough because it's set in the future.
There was 2. Yeah.
It's set in the future and there's like, the main plot is about him, going in this building run by gangs. Basically, and it's like 10-story building. It's huge, and each floor or each couple of floors is divided into gang sections. But at the top is what's her name? Mother or Mama?
It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Yeah, something about Mom.
I'm talking from nostalgia. This is one of those movies where I was 12 and saw it once and thought that was cool, but never again.
I saw it maybe like 3 times, but
maybe it was Mount.
Because I forgot the name.
Yeah, but her name was something like Mama, but she was a crazy bitch. Like she started off from the bottom. No, she was a crazy ass bitch. She clawed someone's eyes out, and then changed them so that he can run the camera stations in every part of the building. And they're mechanized.
Okay.
Yeah, and I remember and you find out later that that's her son.
Oof.
Like, yeah, exactly. She did that to her son. Spoilers. I'm sorry, but
for what?
Yo,
movie?
what the frick,
Dread.
man? That movie just came out.
Nah, it's been how long has it been since that movie came out?
A couple weeks.
I wish.
Like
Couple months.
What's another thing that did that? Like there was not that I can say I'm on the side of this, but when it comes to superhero movies in general or like comic based things turned into movies, a good thing about that I saw on YouTube because of the related shit I see, it talks about like how things like Deadpool and things like The Boys are kind of like medias.
Yeah, I think they confirmed the season 3 for The Boys.
That are necessary because
because the media's portrayal of
after a while, like, it can get oversaturated.
It can get bland, and I get it. The Boys is like, I never liked it because I thought it was boring. But when I saw those episodes with you guys, it was pretty. It's pretty nasty.
It's nice that they take a different direction with what you would expect this genre to be.
I wish they would do that with like
everything.
Like everything. I mean, with DC, why haven't they added like Bizarro? You know what I mean? Or why don't they do that more often? Where it's like not only they're heroes, but they're also crazy. But what if they're heroes? They're heroes, but that are once in a while crazy. You know what I mean? Like how Batman.
The brands that own a lot of the superheroes are like kid friendly brands.
I mean, not Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers did they did the Joker, right? Perfect example.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They need to give the studios a little more freedom.
Not studios. Like, they need to give the people that are making.
I think they're just trying to stay a lot like family.
No,
friendly.
I honestly think most of it is just like the suits saying, hey, this needs to be a certain way, otherwise you can't make it. Like, and that's because why else would it have been a jumbled mess the way it is? Think about it.
Especially DC. DC I guess they had a good start. I mean, I never.
Wonder Woman was great.
I love Wonder Woman, but not a lot of people love Man of Steel. Like a lot of people hated it. I hated Batman v Superman. That shit was awful. And then just
you didn't like it, dude. I thought it was fun.
It's dumb. The reason
I heard they don't even fight. It's like 5 minutes.
They fight for like 10 seconds, yeah, and then they
I mean, you gotta. Here's the thing. I know the comic thing. When they fight, they freaking fight, and at least that movie where they're thick as hell and old looking. I don't know if you've seen it. They fight
the cartoon one.
Yeah, and that's a nice ass thing to. I like it. I watched it in snippets. I don't remember it, but it was good. Now in the movie, it's like you gotta think. They didn't like in my head. I knew they didn't do the thing Marvel did where they build up for like 7 years till the first Avengers film came out, and I knew they didn't do that.
They didn't keep switching characters.
So in my head, yeah, that too. That doesn't freaking help. So in my head with DC, it's like, oh, since I know that there's no fucking build up, I'm assuming everything's gonna be served to me in a like in this film. And in my head, I guess that was my expectation.
But that's not. I mean, that is what happened, but in the worst way possible.
You didn't like it?
No,
you
because
didn't think it was good?
It's too fast. It's just there's no build up. There's no reason as to why
it wasn't as dramatic.
There's no reason as to why they need to even fight together. Like, where did these characters come from? Why are they here? Why the hell?
I mean, I thought the movie did a good job by showing that Bruce, being Bruce, one of the smartest people, who decided not to follow his brain.
But then why? Okay, so then why did they fight? Why did they fight? You don't need like. I don't even know to this day. The only reason I know they fought is because.
Who?
Batman and Superman.
Because Batman saw what Superman did to the city and realized all the people that were getting injured, and rather than blaming Zod, he's blaming Superman for being here because of Zod.
It's not. It wasn't even that. And then to stop fighting after he says Martha.
He had a personal vengeance, but he used an excuse.
Think about it. If Superman ever went there, Zod would never went there looking.
But then why all that exposition in the middle where it's like it was just so bland? Because first off, Lex Luthor was done completely wrong. It was awful.
You don't think he did a good job of being Lex Luthor?
No. If he wanted to be the Joker, he probably could have done a better job.
If they just said he was like Lex Luthor Jr., I would have believed that.
No, I wouldn't have believed that either.
No, I would have been like, who the fuck is
not.
Lex Luthor Jr.?
And he's mad. He's just mad cringy with all the shit he says. Like that scene where he's talking about. He tells the.
He's very good at being awkward.
He is. He's like.
I like it.
It's funny. It's
awkward though. No, him.
Nah, but it's Lex Luthor. But he's right. It's Lex Luthor awkward.
No, that guy's a cunt.
He's a businessman.
Like this guy says in The Boys. Guy's a cunt. Like he said that word like 50,000 times.
When he talks to the lady, when she's dying,
he calls everyone that.
No,
like, you're soup cunt.
Remember
this one. You're that one. And I'm like, okay.
The dramatization of how she died, and he's there.
Oh,
I'm gonna bullocks you. If you don't stop, I'm gonna bullocks you. Like what the?
I laughed.
They made it mad racist for no reason, just because he was Australian, you know.
I think that's the whole point, though. Like they try to. That show does a good job at showing you how the media does that same thing.
Did you watch it all?
Yeah.
How does it end? I mean, I'm not
spoilers.
I don't care. I'm gonna watch it, but
I do. I care.
You watched it all.
Yeah.
So how does it end?
Huh?
How does it end?
There's a he at the end.
It depends. What do you mean? How does it end? What do you want resolved? What do you not know?
No, just explain it.
Oh,
to me.
explain what happens.
Yeah.
Oh, there was the girls get it done. Though them bitches fucked the shit out of Stormfront.
Have you finished the first season?
Yeah.
You know the detective from the beginning, who talks to
Raynor.
Mm-hmm.
Deputy directive. Yeah.
His supposed dead wife from Homelander is carrying Homelander's son.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he can.
That's.
Oh, I mean, besides that, there was a bunch of other fun shit.
But then, okay,
yeah, but that's like the important thing, like story wise.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Like,
that's why he has such a bad
about what happened to
That's why he's like looking out to kill all the heroes. Like that was his reason to.
The whole reason why he was hellbent on killing all the heroes is because of what happened to his wife. But Mallory, I think what the show hints at is that Mallory used that opportunity to basically make this guy work for the CIA and do whatever dirty work she wanted. And she ended up building a team with and Frenchie. Like she within the times managed to get these guys together and have like a crew.
I was watching like someone review it, and I saw that the Wonder Woman type character,
Maeve, yeah, Queen Maeve,
and who else? Her and the fast guy and Huey and the Chinese girl, they're like teaming up against Homelander, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, well, essentially, but it's not direct. Annie and this guy Huey go try to get some help, and Maeve says "fuck off." And
who's Annie?
The Starlight.
Also,
and then she tells them to fuck off and to take their twink with them because she made fun of Huey for being a twink. Thought it was funny.
What does that mean?
It's like a skinny ass.
I think right, like that's
like skinny ass
to be like small
guy.
Frame.
Yeah.
And so she was mad. So she told them to leave and whatever. So then they went to go get more help, and that's when Adrian showed up with the. Here's this shit. What is this? He goes, don't worry about it. We're even, bitch. He dips, and then they find out.
Oh, he gave him Compound V?
No.
What did he give?
He ended up giving them evidence that Stormfront isn't who she is. So they used that to try to turn the media against her because, like, hey, guess what? One of your soups is a Nazi.
She's a Nazi?
Yeah.
She's a neo-Nazi?
So, like, the whole reason why A-Train got kicked out, really?
Was because of her?
Was because she's a Nazi, and guess what they are? Racist. Guess what they don't like? Black people. Like, so when he found this out, he's like, motherfucker. So he went to go to, like...
That's fucked up.
You have to watch the show. You have to watch the show. Like, you find out, like, he knows about things, so he's like, you know what? Fuck this. So he gets back at them, and so he's like, you know what? We're even. For saving my life, I'm giving you this shit. Now we're even.
They saved his life?
Yeah, because he went to go stop them, but he was having a heart attack, and Huey, he's like, rather than going, he went...
They resuscitated?
They tried to save his life, and then Starlight was like, nah, I'll stay and do it. You have to go.
But he got it because of... And
he only got like that because he was like... He was,
Who sent them after Huey? The Valiant or what?
Oh no, Huey got caught. Like this happened in the first season. Like that stuff with A-Train, and then the stuff I'm telling you now is what's happening in
okay, so season 2.
That's what you're seeing. Like like Queen Maeve and like they're technically helping, yes, but in a way that it's not like a group going, all right,
It's subtle, yeah.
It's like it's them going yes no. Okay, I'm only doing this to get personal gain kind of thing. Like A-Train deadass only did it to say, hey, we're even now, bitch, and he just dipped.
So you think they're gonna kill Homelander? Because people were coming against him, right?
I've decided, not that it's a spoiler, but since I read the source material that it's based off of.
He dies by Black Noir. The black character, not the black character, but he's like a ninja.
Oh, Noir?
Yeah.
Noir himself?
And he's a clone of Homelander that came out wrong.
Yeah,
in the comic books.
In the comic books, and from what everyone and their mother is saying on YouTube, is like they're saying that apparently they're going a different approach with that. Because
that's what I heard.
He did get unmasked in season 2, and you can see that he looks black because they've already announced that who's playing the role of him.
Who is playing?
I forgot the actor's name, but like because you know the name, people know his face. So when they saw the face, like the lift up, they saw that's who's.
And it's like, an African American guy.
Yeah, like the people watching the show knew ahead of time who the actor is playing, like in the suit. They don't know if they're gonna use him as the reveal character, but he is the guy in the suit. So we don't know for sure. Like, well, at least they confirmed it. Like they're thinking that's him. Like there's theories going on about like who Black Noir actually is this time, because since they lifted up the face, it wasn't white. So unless it's like dark.
So they didn't show him completely?
No, it's just like up to like you have to watch the show to find out the spoilers on why. Like his mask got lifted up because someone put an almond joy in his mouth. Like Maeve put an almond.
Oh yeah, and he had like a bad nut allergy.
He has a nut allergy, so he was like dying. But I thought it was funny.
But is he a bad guy? Like, well, he was just killing terrorists.
He's a bad guy in the way where it's like he just does what he's told. So if Vought said, "Yo, we got to start killing innocent people," he'd probably do it without a problem. Like if you say, "Yo, protect this," yeah, like you order him to do something and he'll do it. Like that's his bottom line.
What was crazy when he killed that terrorist in front of that kid though? Like that was intense. And then he played with the teddy bear in front of him.
In the second season, he was like having a speech, and like people were like saying shit bad about him, and like he had like a
Homelander, or like
Homelander, and like he spaced out, and like he lasered the whole crowd, and then like 5 minutes after that, he was just like he snapped out of it, and it was just like a thought, and then he said, "You're all the real heroes," and he just dipped.
Oh no, the show gets intense. It shows you how this guy goes batshit insane, like. And this is still being mild, mind you. Like
that shit was it was gross when he like you realize how crazy and obsessed he was with that lady when he started like just drinking her milk. That shit was disgusting.
That shit was funny. Yeah, now
alright, the clips are coming out soon. Unpopular podcast.
Yep.
Deuces.
This is never planned. It's never gonna be planned.
It's never gonna be planned.
Yeah, it's never gonna be planned.
Not for a long while. Just stick with it. We'll eventually get.
It's gonna be a lot of jump cuts. This is probably you probably jump cut it here, and this is the end of the video. Bye.